Rams going up against the Colts. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
Larry, from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Oakland Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. For Thomas Rawls. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage looked defensively. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
There goes Thomas Rawls. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
They come out here in the eye. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. A nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
Here's Coleman on the toss. He'll get 3 up to midfield. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. Time to meet the defensive starters for the Oakland Raiders, and you want to discuss one of their safeties.
I certainly do. Carl Joseph out of West Virginia. Always did a great job policing the middle of the field. A big hitter, knocked the ball away, but really added to his game as last year as a Mountaineer. Became a better cover guy and a better ball hawk before he got injured. They're really going to love him in Oakland.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. So this is not the QB here. They're going to do a direct snap out of the Wildcat. Direct snap. Rolls. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Offensive starters here. Marcel Reese, a force to be reckoned with.
We always talk about giving love to offensive linemen. How about the guys at the position's almost extinct? Fullbacks. Marcel Reese can do it all. Can block, can catch, and then after the catch, he can turn it upfield.
Now this time, Carl throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll come out in the pistol. First down, this is Rawls. And he's got room. A big run that time by Rawls. And even 40 yards.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end that time, Michael Rivera. And it's 3rd down. And now a look at the defense for the Colts.
Vontae Davis is one of the strongest cornerbacks in the league. Equally adept at playing the run and the pass.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Washington from 19 yards away. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And the Colts getting ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On second down, here's Locke. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Dante Fowler just made a play that he could be really proud of there. Nice tackle for loss, and what a relief it is for him to be back on an NFL field after missing his entire rookie season with a knee injury.
I think the entire defensive unit is relieved that he's out there. Here's Luck now on second down. Finding time. Looking left side, and it's complete. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Ball on the 3, 3rd down and goal. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. And that'll make it 13-7. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Carr going to throw, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Now Carr going to give it to his fullback. This is Reese. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
And how about that on third down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Wildcat look. Here's Rawls. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now this time he'll look to throw. Pass incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Shotgun now for Carr. He completes it to Bryant. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
On second down, Rawls. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. And on third down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Now Carr. He finds his target, Fuller. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They come out here in the I. Here's Carr. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it here. This is Reese. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a first down.
On the ground, Rawls. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. And another timeout taken by the Colts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Shift together here from the D-line. Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Now receiver in motion left. 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Thomas Rawls. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Raiders add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now a first down throw. Luck. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Good throw. Receiver does his job, and it's a first down for the offense.
Excellent execution all the way around. Plenty of time for the quarterback and the receiver to work their first down magic.
Fresh set of downs here.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight
Hilton, the lone receiver right. They go play action here on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to the air. Luck on second down. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing on third down. Luck. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That ball's caught. Aguilar, right side. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Luck now to throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing, the O-line coach will.
His throw incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Hilton, the lone receiver right. 3rd and long. It's locked. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the... Well, we talk a lot about...
Not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
He completes it to Bryant. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They give it to Rawls. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit. How many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a quick give to the fullback, Marcel Reese. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, here's Locke. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Locke. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Luck on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To the air again, Luck. That's complete, right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Shreds the tackle, and he is going to lose yardage here. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They go again with Rawls. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Martavis Bryant, 95 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And now it's 2nd down.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball. And that didn't happen on that play.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So the D-line's going to spread out, and they're going to go soft on the corners. Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back.
And a loose football. Rawls loses it, and the Colts pick it up, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll get 17 yards there. And the Colts are going to have a first. And the offense moving quickly to the line. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards remain now. Still first down. One receiver left is Hilton. Out of the gun. Luck. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Luck. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Back to the air, Luck on second down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
26 yards on the pickup there. Good enough for an Oakland first down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
20th carry for Thomas Rawls. And a short gain down to about the 33. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now it's 2nd and 7. They'll hand to Rawls. And he'll get this down to about... And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. And he'll lose yardage. And another timeout taken by the Colts. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a first down throw, Luck. And he finds a man on the crossing route. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now it's Luck off the bootleg. Backing up. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Luck. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Throwing on third down, Luck. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Carr going to throw here. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Oakland, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. They'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everybody.
Now I've been in New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California, A-A-T-L-M-I-A-D-M-V, all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California. California,
New York, Texas, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California, cause there's no place like California, California, hey, hey.